my name is Michelle Jones, and I am a second-year PhD student at NYU. And prior to that, I was incarcerated in Indiana for 20 years. But I've had the opportunity, as a result of higher education in prison, to be a part of an Indiana Women's Prison History Project. I'm grounded in this work because I got the beautiful and amazing opportunity to plan graduations in prison. And you've never seen real joy on a woman's face till you saw her walk across a podium with her kids in the audience, knowing that she achieved something while incarcerated that she may not even imagine for herself when she was out. It is one of the most awesome things to see, and I got to go through that myself. But when I became a registrar working in the prison, facilitating higher education programs with staff, I got to see the other side of it. And I advocate for this work for those moments like that, where a woman who never thought she could go to college, get a degree, walk across a podium in front of her kids and say, I did it. And now have something no one could take from her. Maybe she dealt with drug abuse, physical violence. Maybe she was someone who hurt people, or she was hurt. She's got something now that no one can take away from her. And that, I'll fight for that forever. That for women to have access to opportunity that they would have never had access to under some of the constraints that they were on prior to prison. So yes, I don't want everything being about prison. I don't want to reify prison. I think prison is a place of violence. It's constitutive of violence. But I say that if you are there, then having access to a higher education is critical. So in my work, I look for opportunities to expose and expose these truths, show how the system just reproduces more violence, and then show how we are actually being locked out of getting out of the carceral state very systematically, very structurally, and then also to show how we as formerly incarcerated people and incarcerated people resist it every day. What are we doing that allows us to write a new narrative, counter the narrative for ourselves? What are we doing? I want to know, I want to learn those things so that we can start to reproduce that. And so my work is around those areas. Specifically, I deal with the collateral consequences of criminal conviction, legal and social. I look at external oversight mechanisms in prisons. I look at sexual and gendered violence in prisons. And I look at some very gender disparities for women and in prisons, and why we have a tendency to do more actual prison time because we're actually locked out of transitional work release, reentry opportunities that are provided for men. And I'm a deconstructionist, so I want to go back and understand how all this got started. What are the components that keeps it working the way it does? That's my work.